More than a century ago, koa towered over the Hawaiian landscape. Found nowhere else in the world, the acacia koa tree was, and still is, revered for both its beauty and resilience. Historically used by both canoe and instrument makers in Hawaii, koa is now sought after by luthiers and furniture builders from around the world. But in the past 200 years, koa has been losing ground to cattle and other grazing animals, logging, and disease. This totemic tree, which was once abundant and widespread, has become increasingly scarce.
In 2015, Bob Taylor and I sealed a partnership to conserve, restore, and reforest Hawaii's koa forests.
This koa tree that towers over this forest is an example of strength and humanity. And Hawaiians would say, "Oni kalalea ke ku o kalao loa," that this towering koa tree really represented all those traits of character that man should also emulate.
Here at Siglo, our intentions are to create a perpetual, diverse native forest that's heavy to koa. We hope to have our first selective harvest in the year 2050. One of the ways that we can ensure that there are superior forests for the future is by planting seed orchards. A seed orchard is much like an apple orchard, but the difference is that our fruit is the koa seed, and we don't eat it, we plant it.
Most koa grow between 3,000 and 6,000 feet in elevation. These trees and forests have been here for thousands of years. It is here amongst these lush and verdant forests that we pick the very best seeds and nurture them and care for them to become the future koa forests of Hawaii.
We're here at Maui Native Nursery at Kula, and behind us are the koa that they're growing. There are 65 individual family groups that they have identified in these trays for us to plant out at Siglo.
Through seed improvement and propagation, we are hoping to restore the genetic range and quality of koa in Hawaii. With the help of Kamehameha Schools, Heart, Forest Solutions, and others, we're developing seed sources that have even greater resiliency. Bringing elite parents together in an environment like the one at Siglo means we can also improve the pollen that fertilizes the flowers and have more control over the quality of the offspring. One of the things we're doing here at Siglo is reinvesting most of our profits from milling koa tonewoods back into conservation of koa forests and research for restoration. We're taking care of hundreds of acres of old-growth forests, keeping the grazing animals out and the native koa in. To accomplish that, we're planting hundreds of thousands of trees, and to allow them to grow, we've put in miles of fence, which we have to maintain, to keep out the grazing animals, especially cattle and sheep. While working toward a more responsible forestry is a priority, our economic engine is Tonewood, harvesting, milling, and supplying wood to luthiers and guitar makers from around the world. Taylor Guitars has been using Hawaiian koa for almost 50 years. The work at Siglo will ensure an enduring supply of koa for Taylor and other guitar makers well into the future.
Here at Siglo, we're not just planting koa trees, we're building a demonstration forest. one that will show how you can reestablish a native forest on lands that have been converted for hundreds of years. We are learning as we go, and I've developed a number of research projects that help us answer how we can be more efficient and successful at planting trees. We hope Siglo will be a model for other land stewards and land managers to consider koa forestry as part of their land management strategies.
By demonstrating the economic value of these forests, we can encourage a forestry that is good, not just for Tonewoods, not just for conservation, but for the future benefit of all.